Hello, and welcome to another instalment of Brews and Views. We're coming at you with the wedding special today, and didn't do one last week, so this is like the catch-up one. So obviously since then, for those that don't know, I got married 29th of April, and what a fabulous day it was. Great day, and never been happier. But unfortunately, that's a bit of a lie. And I'm going to get into that in a few seconds. So, I'm going to start off with another quote. I've used this one before when I did my 12 commitments of a real man. And the quote is, "Happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds a true friend in his wife." A lot of people can count their true friends on one hand. When you're younger, we have a bunch of friends. We think we're going to be with those people for the rest of our lives. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of them will move on, do their own thing, move on, do different things with their lives, get married themselves, move away, different jobs and whatnot, and unfortunately some of them pass away. As we get older, that's just going to be a factor. But getting married, committing to a marriage, is at least one person who you can rely on for the rest of your life, one person who you can serve for the rest of your life, and one person who can help you become the better person that you are. Someone you can rely on, someone you can confide in, someone you can be yourself with. And there's a lot of happiness to be found in that. Now, the reason why I said I'm not as happy as I should be was simply because I was really happy. We got married. The experience was wonderful, and it was amazing having friends and family together for that occasion, being the focal point of that. Seeing my wife in a dress, and it's just a wonderful thing, full with love. And my speech I gave, I tried to sort of get that message across because I felt the love at my best friend's wedding, and that's when I knew I wanted to marry my wife, because it was such a moving time. I love a good wedding, can't beat them. And I wanted to sort of use some of that in my speech to sort of get that across to people, and fill my message with love, because that's what it is. But today, I'm not as happy as I was last week, and that's because we're going to talk about baseline happiness today, and the concept of baseline happiness and how it affects us, and how to avoid dipping below the point, our standard point. So what baseline happiness basically means is that we have an overall general level of happiness, and it does fluctuate, to be fair. So some days you feel happier than others, some days you feel sad than others, some days you might be more frustrated than others. If you're chronically depressed or having anxiety issues, your happiness might be on rock bottom. You might be like on a 1 and a 2, or even a 0. If that's the case, I really feel for you. And if you've got chronic depression, anxiety, I urge you to go and see a doctor. I urge you to go and see somebody who can help you alleviate that and try and re-establish your baseline, because the world must be a miserable place if that is you. And I've been there. Thankfully, I've come through that, but that doesn't mean I don't have bouts of that still. And And this is hopefully this particular episode of Brews and Views may help you or get an understanding of why that is the case and help you out with that. So like I said before, we get good news or we get new jobs, and we fall in love, and these things, it's Christmas, certain times of the year, these things bring our baseline up, bring our levels of happiness up, and we're buzzing, we're thriving, when everyone's, we've got a lot of people around us some of these times, and one has sometimes describe these, as being on cloud nine, and they're temporary. That feeling is not supposed to last forever. As I say, without, you can't appreciate the sunshine without a bit of rain and cloud. So it's about a case of understanding that, enjoy that moment, being present in that moment, thinking, and then looking around you thinking, wow, this is good, I love this, I love being around these people, I love this time of the year. But then, to be able to sort of bounce back from that, a way to maintain our healthy baseline is to have a routine that you stick with, regardless of how happy you are. And believe it or not, first thing that comes to mind is exercise, getting moving. Sleep is so important for your mood. I've talked about this before. Sleep is important for you to be happy, believe it or not. Endlessly scrolling through social media when you should be asleep is killing your happiness. Not only because scrolling through social media, you've always seen other people who are happy, but you've also not been able to switch off. It takes you ages to switch off, and then you're missing out on sleep. Just another random quote popped into my head, but every moment of sadness, frustration, every minute of that is 60 seconds of happiness you're never going to get back. Time is precious, and you don't want to spend too much time wasting on feeling a certain way. And you need to maintain your baseline happiness, and that can be improved. If you're below a 5, I'd say you probably need to take this seriously and work on that. Who doesn't want to be happy? We're on this earth for a very short period of time. Time might seem like it's slowing down sometimes or speeding up, but either way, we're on this earth for a short period of time. Let's try and spend as much time of your life being happy. That's ultimately that's what life is about. Again, you can't be like that all the time, but we should be searching for that. That's what we should be striving for. We should be doing things that make us happy and other people happy. Ultimately, that's what makes us, fulfills our lives. So you have to have the mindset in order to, get up in the morning and try and make each day as good as you can. Focus on your strengths and practicing self-compassion. In other words, being kind to yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself, and because a lot of the problems that we face are exaggerated in our own mind. They don't really, a lot of the time, they don't really exist if you think about it, and you only experience that when you come out of that feeling, or when you've been able to sort of experience a bit of happiness. So ultimately, it is about that. Now, my sort of philosophy, if you will, it's not my philosophy, but it does seem to suit my personality, and I would recommend looking into it yourself, and that is Stoicism. Now, I've just realised that I came into this set of, this philosophy when I believe my mum was struggling with mental health when I was younger, and the fluctuations in her mood, I couldn't get too happy, couldn't get too sad based on my environment. So what I did is I established a baseline, and I thought, well, I'm not going to go past this. And I didn't realise until recently that I was practicing Stoicism, probably from around about 13 years old. And that's ultimately that. So Stoicism, just in case you don't know what that is it's when a person doesn't get too excited, too sad, or overly energetic. Some other people know me. I do have my moments, but I'm pretty. What's the word? I'm pretty balanced most of the time. Not unemotional. I don't believe I'm unemotional. I do get sad, I do get happy, I do cry. But I like to think myself as it's a strength, because I can enjoy the good times, but I understand that they're temporary. Sad times, they're again temporary. I can move through them and help others during those times, I believe, because I'm not too far off how I would be had that event not taken place. You can read books on Stoicism to learn how to be that. That's going to be beyond the scope of this. I'm just introducing you to a philosophy that you may not have heard of. If you have heard of it, and you're struggling to establish a baseline, and you find yourself dipping in and out of happiness and sadness, and fluctuating throughout the day, throughout the week, practicing Stoicism may ultimately save your sanity. But I know I said I wasn't as happy before, but I am happy. I am in love, and it's a good feeling. But ultimately it is a commitment, and as I mentioned before, having moral standards and virtues and committing yourself to those will make you happy. Making a happy wife is a happy life, and serving your wife and helping her become a better person, the best person she can be, and whilst you're growing together, will provide happiness. I promise you that. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. If you've come this far, I appreciate that, I really do. Like and share. You're loved, you're needed, and you're not alone. Until next time.